Hey everyone, how's it going today? Hope you guys are having an awesome day. We are back here with some space exploration and Krastorio 2, and we're going to be working today again on our ship that we started last time. Now, I got some comments, and one of the comments was very interesting. And basically he said that we can use the 5,000 degree steam and heat method if we use energy beaming, and I think that would be really cool. So it's going to take some experimentation because I don't know exactly how it works. We have the energy beam emitter, right? We have the energy beam chamber, all this stuff, and then we've got an energy beam receiver, which looks like it could be kind of big. I don't know where it would fit, but I think it's worth a shot to try and do that because in my initial testing of this, I have tried to fly the ship with just some solar panels and stuff. I didn't even notice that these take 10 megawatts to power. They use barely any ion stream, which is the good news. So the ion stream is used up so slowly, which is awesome. The bad news is that these things take 10 megawatts each, so that's 60 megawatts plus, you know, the little bit that these would use in comparison. Really not much in comparison to these. I don't know that my speed will be enough either, so I kind of want to add 2 more engines or some liquid rocket fuel engines, but I'm going to hold off and just see what happens if I get enough power on the ship to fully power these, because the solar panels that I was using didn't quite do the trick. So we're going to try and go down that route. I tried to say route and road at the same time, just did not work out well. So what we need to do is we actually need to create those things. What's up with this? Oh, out of lithium. Interesting. We've used all of our lithium, huh? So we need to create these buildings that I've never created before, so that'll be kind of fun. We can do it with what we have in outer space. They all take superconductive cables, so I have to do it out here because I have not, at this point, shipped anything back to Novice. Or I haven't shipped that in particular back to Novice, I should say. So we can just do them right over here, though. It doesn't really matter. It's not like you can productivity buildings anyways, so I don't really care. So let's see. We're going to do this guy. And you know what I might do is I might actually request the thing specifically. So like 200, it was 1,000 glass. I mean, well, whatever. I'll just do that. Oh, it does the exact thing I was going to do anyways. Nice. Okay. Let's do one of those buildings. And then do another one right here for these guys. And we're going to do, I think, just 1 stack. We'll see if we really need more than 1 stack. And then one of these guys. Again, 1 stack. And not really any other good places to fit things in here, huh? Yeah, not really. We can just do it here, that's fine. Okay. And the energy beam receiver, obviously we need to do that as well. Sweet. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to wait on all of these materials so that this thing can get built. Once this is built, however, now we've got a couple options. So one of the things we could do is we could put it in orbit of a sun or moon, or not moon, orbit of our sun, which is, what is the name of our star? Calidus. We could put it in Calidus orbit. We already do have the little base here in Calidus orbit that's making 500 megawatts from these 2 little sets of solar panels. So that's an option. Another option would be to just do it here, which is going to be way quicker, but obviously the solar panels here create far less power. We are at 16 gigawatts, which honestly is probably enough. So I gotta do a little bit of testing with all of this to see exactly how we do. Must be attached to an energy beam chamber and connected to an emitter. Injectors have a fixed power draw. Each one increases the energy sent, giving more heat to a receiver. So the receiver, right, captures an energy beam as heat. The emitter must be in energized mode and the target must be on the receiver. So it seems like it could send it to anywhere, right? The central building that generates an inner surface energy beam can be used as a weapon to transfer power to an energy beam receiver. I mean, it really does seem like all I need to do is just set the stuff up and it'll just work regardless of if it's on a ship or not. So it's going to take some testing to figure that part out, but that'll be pretty cool if that indeed is the case. So let me wait for these buildings to be built, and then we are going to do some setup and some testing to see if that is indeed the case, which would be super awesome. I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so we are back here. I've got all of the buildings. We've got an energy beam emitter. I'm going to grab at least one for now. Obviously, I think we're still going to build at least one more for the future because I would probably like to do this for other places too. I just haven't taken the time to figure out how it works or anything like that. Let's also get rid of some stuff that we don't need. We don't need this. What else do we not need? We don't need these guys right now. Don't need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this. Don't need these. Cool. Let's grab these guys and the receiver. So basically we need to power this up to be 5,000 degrees Celsius. And I don't know, oh my God. That is huge. All right, we're gonna have to do some refactoring of the ship here because we need room to fit this. So I'm gonna try and fit it maybe right in here. So I'm gonna have to just elongate the front. I might need to add some more engines though, if that's the case. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna do a time lapse. I haven't done one of those in a super long time. So we're gonna do a time lapse here of the build, and I'll be back after that. All right, guys, we are back here, and yeah, this thing is huge. It also is not exactly centered, which kind of bugs me. I wish I was one wider on one side. But this is centered here. You can see there's 2 tiles and 2 tiles. So it's just like a very weird size. One thing I did forget to do though is I forgot to make the things that we actually need to do the power part of it, right? I made the things to make the heat, but I didn't do the things to make the power. So we still need to do that as well. And those buildings are found somewhere. They're right up here. So we can make those where I dropped down inside of a building, it looks like. So we do need to do those 2 buildings. Let's do that really quickly. Come on. Can't click buttons right now. So let's, oh, we do need, oh. What is the max? There's no max heat limit on those, but hopefully we don't care. Okay. Let us hope that we have enough of all this stuff here. I don't know if we have enough superconductive cable, so we can always take some superconductive cable out of those. That doesn't need it. There we go. Okie dokie. So we've got one of these crafting and one of these crafting. I don't think I'm going to need more than that. This is... Now, this does consume water, too, which is important. So this is a heat exchanger, right, to make this... Yeah, so we do need to do the water. But the good news is that this outputs some water, I believe. Yeah, it outputs 302 water per second? What? So it takes... Now, its max consumption is 409 steam per second, and this makes 225 steam per second. Okay, so you'd have to use 2 of these heat exchangers to power 1 turbine. So we're going to get about half of our turbine's total capacity, basically, which means that this is gonna use... Oh my god, this thing is huge too. What? And this is... Oh my god, these buildings are so big. How am I supposed to fit all this? Where am I supposed to fit all this? So, we've got our heat exchanger, which doesn't line up exactly. But where am I supposed to put this stuff? This thing is so big. I maybe should have done the power first rather than the fuel, because now this thing has got way too much stuff that I just don't want to. I don't want to lose any of the ion stream just because it's so kind of expensive to make, right? Ah, gosh. And this looks like it should use the naquium heat pipes, and obviously I don't have any of those yet, because that's what this whole venture is about. So, here's what we're gonna do. Ready? Hopefully this is lossless. I think we're good. Yeah, right? We're probably good. I mean, I'm sure we lost a little bit, but hopefully not too much. So this is gonna go here. This, oh my god, it just does not quite fit, does it? And I got water outputs I gotta deal with. Sheesh! Good lord, dude. Okay. This thing is gonna go here. And I gotta deal with the other steam output too. This is not gonna work. I need to make it even bigger. Really? So, it's, oh, but I don't have room for the, I still don't even have room for the shield generators up front, which means we may just have to go with the old laser turret solution, right? See, that thing is not that big. This thing is just so massive. Okay, let's put this down first and see if we can fit it anywhere. This thing, we need to connect the heat up. Heat only really connects there, huh? Nice. Okay, that's a little bit better. So we can do these pipes right in here for steam. This can go right down here. Like that. Now, oh my god, dude, we still need to get water in here somehow. And we need to get water out again, and so we need to regulate the water too. Dude. Do I need to make this even bigger? I probably need to make it even bigger. The problem is as I keep making it bigger, something that is important to remember is that the speed of these things, speed is based on the thrust of the engines versus the ship weight, as it says, approximated by integrity stress. Engines can be placed in on the ships, right? So we need thrust. Like, we don't want to make it too heavy, but if, you know, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to make it too heavy, but at the same time, we gotta be able to fit everything, right? And I don't want to put like 18 engines on it. I would like to stick with the 8 that I have. 8 would be a nice number. So I think I'm just gonna have to make it just wider as well. Wider up here so we can fit everything that we need to. Because right now we are incredibly cramped and I haven't even gotten anything in here to deal with water, because I'm gonna need a tank to regulate it and all that. So we're gonna do another time lapse as I work on this, because I don't know how long this is gonna take me. I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. So we are back here, and I don't know if what I'm doing is good enough. Honestly, I said last time that I haven't done spaceship design before. It looks like just like a giant, big, freaking flying box. It looks awful. I don't know what I'm doing. I have my hull stress barely under control. It's like slightly too big, but I'm still struggling to fit everything in that I would want. Obviously, I had to use a bunch of walls that I don't want. There's no room for automation currently because, well, there's like no room for circuits really because I still have other stuff I have to fit in here. So it just all feels a bit a mess, honestly. So it is what it is, dude. Okay, so I need to get a pump set up here. And I'm gonna have to, well, you know what? I can't really use an advanced chemical plant. I still need a regular one because it's just too big. But this, I'm gonna also make flow this way. So we're just gonna see if this contraption even works, okay? I really don't know if it works, but we're gonna try it. So to do this, we need to set up our energy beam emitter. And I guess I'm gonna do that right over here. I just wanna see how this dang thing works, right? So the injectors go directly into it. Okay, so we've got some injectors. We've got, what is this? Must be connected to an energy beam emitter. Other chambers can be connected to the end middle. What does this say? Must be attached to an energy beam chamber. Ah. So these are the chambers. Okay, I had it wrong. So chambers, injectors, right? So it'll work like this, I guess. I don't know. It's a bit confusing. All said and okay. Now, if I do energize, can I even pick my ship? What is this ship called right now, currently? It is called the Tin Can. Nice. That's what it feels like, honestly. No. Oh, there it is. Tin Can. Nice. And no, I don't want it to be novice orbit. Hold up. Stop it. Cannot target tin can using beam emitter on novice orbit. Shoot. And the target must be on the receiver. Ah, well, I don't think this is gonna work. So I'm just going to scrap everything I just did. Alright guys, so I have done a little bit of testing, and I also was reading some of your comments, and it seems like there is indeed a way to do this. Dude, can I not put this here? No. How am I supposed to turn ice into... How am I supposed to turn ice into water? This also cannot be placed here. Oh my gosh. You know what I need to use? I think is... What is it? What is that called? A thermodynamics facility? Dude, I don't know if I have any of those. Let me see. If I place a thermodynamics facility in here, like this. Dude, it's all these buildings are so big. I wish they were not so big. Do I have one? I don't think I have one. I gotta make one really quickly here. One moment, please, while I do that. So let's see. Thermodynamics facilities. I'm gonna need low densities. Heat shielding and steel. Well, I can grab some steel from here, or I could steal some steel. Okay. That is plenty for me. I need just the one for now. Maybe I should make those. I don't really know. I don't know what else I'm going to need them for, really. Whoa! Holy. Okay. Can I, like, please get in here? Thank you. Okay. Now, this can turn, yeah, this can turn ice into water. Alrighty, that's what we need to see. We also need a requester chest here. We're actually gonna, not a warehouse. Oh, we'll do a requester chest. Yeah. This is gonna just request, like, 10,000 ice. I don't know. How much ice do I have? 1,400 ice. Okay, that's good. I don't know where that's coming from. Is that coming from here? Do we have ice over here somewhere? Yes, we do. Okay. I might just need to increase that request from 1,000 to like 5,000. I mean, ice stacks in 200, so like this is 1,000 right here, which is pretty good. So that is going to go in here, right? That's going to make a ton of water. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a circuit here that says we're only going to put water into here when the amount of water is currently less than, let's say, just 1,000. Okay? And we'll be able to do that. And then the other water pipe is right here. Yikes, we're gonna have to move that. I just wasted a bunch of water. That's fine. I mean, it's just ice, really. But still kind of stinks that I wasted it. Okay. There we go. That will do that. Now, what one of you guys told me, though, and this is important, right, is that this thing that I thought I had set up, but apparently my save got corrupted or something, and I lost it. Okay, let me just go set that up again really quickly. So we've got our energy beam emitter, and I might as well do this again because we're going to use this in the future, right? So we do an energy beam emitter, and the emitter has the chambers next to it, right? And then the chambers have the injectors. I think is how it works. We go. I wish that they lined up correctly, but they don't really. But it is what it is. And then we'll put one of these big guys down here. And then this we will target here. So basically what the guy that in my comments said, and thank you to whoever had commented this, is that it stores heat, and it might be able to store enough heat for a round trip. And if that is the case, that would be amazing. What is going on? So it's not, does not seem to be doing it just yet. Oh, we want energize, right? Let's see if that works. Yep, there we go. And we're receiving. All right, it's starting to heat up. And we'll just see if it can stay heated up, right? Because that's really the important thing here. Now we've got our heat transfer to this. We've got our water in here. And this is going to make steam, and this is going to output the steam. This steam is going to output water here, and it's going to hopefully all go well. So we'll see what happens once this gets heated up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this to heat up. Once it is heated up, I will meet you guys back here, and we'll see about getting off this, or out of this orbit, and off to the place that we need to go. So stay tuned. All right, everyone. So we're back here. This thing has almost reached its 5,000 degree Celsius limit, or not limit. I should say it starts to really work. Now this like seems to be working slightly, which is a bit confusing. I mean, how much? I don't even know how much. I can take a lot more container stress actually. I might have to do this guy here. Because what I'd like to do is store a whole tank of steam. Now that may have screwed us up a little bit. Nope, we're still technically underneath that 1,000 hull stress, which is nuts. We're right there. But this is good. It's about to start working. Maybe, I feel like it should be working. Are we using? We're not using the 1 gigawatt. This seems to not be processing the steam well enough. So I think it's just because it's not being used currently that it's not really making more. But we are making steam here, which is good to see. So what I really want to do is I want to store a full tank of this steam, because that means that we would be able to hypothetically go pretty far on just this tank of steam. Like this, how much does this use? Does it say? Max consumption is 400%. I mean, 400 per second is a lot. I will say that's a lot. But as you can see, this temperature keeps going a lot past 5,000 degrees Celsius. Now, automating this is going to be a challenge for sure until we get the antimatter reactor. But I think this will work until we get the antimatter reactor. So that's good to know. Good to know. I was going to say that's good to know and good news, and it turned into something very different. So basically what I'm going to do now, all right, is I'm going to wait a while for this to get really hot. And in the meantime, what I think we can do really quickly is just grab the materials I know for sure we're going to need. Now, we are going to need another receiver because we're going to blast the heat out there, right? So we are going to need another receiver. We also are going to need a lot of belts. So let's just grab... Oh wait, this is all... I was about to grab all this. What am I doing? That belt is no good. We will... Let us grab some inserters. All these guys here. Let us also grab... How are we going to do this? I'm going to give all of this to bots. And then I'm going to take all of that. And we are going to throw this on the ship here, because we are going to need all of this stuff. Let's just put it here. We're going to need all of the scaffolding we can possibly get while we're out there. What we also should do... Ooh, you know what I just realized is, are we making rails anywhere anymore? I don't know if I'm even making... Am I constructing rails anywhere? I feel like I tore that down and never put it back up. We still have 4,600 space rails. So let's just request like 1,000 rails. Let us also request 6 of these guys and like 10 of these. Okay, so those are going to be for all of our needs out there. Now, I feel like I'm constructing the locomotives back down on the surface, but the rails I think I'm supposed to construct out here, and I don't think I am. So we're going to have to do that. I do need another one of these receivers. I will need another one of these emitters set up here. And in fact, what I can do, I think, is I'm just going to copy this and paste it down right next door, and the bots will just do that for me. I won't need these guys anymore. I will, though, want maybe 1, 2 of these. Ooh, and how are we going to get ice out there to... Really, the water is the hardest thing, I think, to deal with. Now, do we have any water ice out here? That would be... Ooh, we've got 412,000. We could, hypothetically, use that water ice. We could use that water ice. I think I'm actually going to scan the surface here a bit more and see if we find any additional water ice. But I mean, 400,000 is a decent amount, and I'll keep looking to see if there's more. That might be a potential solution. We'll have these delivery cannon chests if we need them. I'm afraid of how much energy it's going to take to shoot them that far. I feel like it could be really slow, but we'll see. I mean, maybe it's perfectly fine. I don't know. So that's going to be an option as well. Now, in the meantime, what we can do is we can just grab the rest of the materials that we're going to need. So we are going to need more belts. We're also going to need a bunch of mining drills. So I'm just going to take all the mining drills here. Excuse me. And what else do we need? I think I've got everything else that I will need. Oh, let's grab some fuel refineries. Oh wait, just kidding. Why am I grabbing those? We don't need those. We do not need those. I can also... Where's... I'm blind. Throw these guys back. I think that's everything. Yeah. So we're gonna put these over here. I keep flying into the walls. So we're gonna put these down. We're gonna put all of our mining drills down. We are going to put down our energy beam receiver. We're gonna put down these guys. We don't have heat pipes for those yet, so we're just gonna have to do the best we can with what we've got. I probably should grab. Ooh, flying is hard. I'm gonna grab a bunch of these so that we can use the excess steam, right? I also do have, let's see, so we got these guys here. We have some clamps that we're gonna need, right? I can get rid of all this stuff as well that we're not gonna need right now. Now, I do have clamps for setting up a landing place, right? That we're definitely gonna need to do that. We have some chem plants because we need chem plants for what we're gonna be doing. I think I just need to drop all these belts here so that I can get twice as many belts in my like basically twice as many belts total, right? Oh, if we're bringing these guys, we're gonna need to also bring a bunch of chargers for them so that we can charge the battery packs, right? Which is gonna be, I think for a while, we're not gonna be fully automated. It is gonna be a little touch and go. We're gonna kind of have to really watch it closely. We might have to go out there almost every single trip just to be sure that nothing goes wrong. Now, what are these charging stations? I don't even know what these are called. Charge. There. Let's grab 20 of them. And thankfully I have exactly 20 in my inventory out here. Very nice. Got a lot more water ice coming in hot, which is good. Let's do this. We can get rid of that water ice. Let's throw these guys in here. I'm gonna put that in there. I'm trying to think if I'm missing things. I really don't want to miss anything. I'm gonna put all the belts in here so we have to grab more. I'm gonna put pipes. Oh, I need to request a bunch of pipes. Let's request like 500 pipes. And 100 underground pipes. Why? Well, you never know what you need them for. And I really would rather not feel unprepared once I get out there. Alright, so this has reached max temperature at 10,000 degrees Celsius, which is awesome. We also have a full storage tank of steam. So I'm hoping that that is enough. I might need to throw down some more laser turrets here. I don't know if we have more lasers. Oh, we do. Nice. Okay, so I've got all my pipe. I've got a bunch of belt. I've got all my rail. What am I missing? Anything. Anything. Oh, I will need... I will need thermodynamics facilities to do the water ice out there. Hello. That would be good to do. Now, what we can just do, I think I'm just gonna create that somewhere. Maybe over here, since it hasn't been done. And I kind of like the way this grid is being built out-ish. Alright, let's do that. So this is going to be for thermodynamics facilities. Just do one stack. Put this down here. There we go. And that should make me my thermodynamics facility. I think I have enough inserters. I've got 10 warehouses. I don't know what else I could need. I'm going to bring at least 2 of these. Dude, I just feel like I'm missing stuff. But I don't know what that would be, so I can't really know. But here's what we're gonna do, okay? We are ready to go, I think. I was gonna just grab all that stuff and then wait, but I think we're actually ready to go now. And I think I've got everything. I really cannot think of anything else. So we're just gonna go. And what I'm gonna do though, is I'm gonna do a save, okay? And in the middle of this save, basically I'll be able to come back to this point in time if I really need to, in case something goes wrong on the way over. I don't think something's gonna go wrong, but in case it does, you know? And look at that, we are right there. We really can't do any more hull stress, which means we can't really fit any more room in here. That would be empty, right? There's not much more stuff that we could fit in here, which is cool, So if we do this integrity check again, we should be nicely under that. It'll look nice. I think we're ready. Let us launch. This is, yeah, I mean, we're just gonna do our best. So we're gonna do this travel, and then once we get there, we're just gonna call it quits until next time. But let's just see if we can make it. So we're gonna launch to Black Mirror now. It says 94 hours. I'm hoping it's not that long once we get going. Engage. Now, as you can see, this has already started to cool down, but it is cooling down quite slowly. So I'm hopeful that the suggestion that was made to me is indeed accurate. These things are all running at full speed. This is producing a ton of power, it looks like. Yeah, check it out, dude. That is awesome. And what do we got? We got 35 minutes. Oh, it looks like we're still speeding up, potentially. Can we maybe increase speed? This is the speed signal. I don't know that we can increase speed beyond what it's already trying to do. Like, this might be a ways out there and a ways back. So we might have to be okay being gone for over an hour from our base, which is fine. I've done pretty much everything I need to. The only thing that would make it faster is having more engines, right? And let's also take a look at this. How quickly is this draining our... We only have 60,000? Surely that's not correct. This is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60... We should have like... I mean, maybe it is 60,000. But it does seem to be going down pretty slowly. I don't know if it's going to go down slowly enough, though. I don't know. We'll see. If we can get there with over 30,000, we'll be good. If not, we're going to be reverting back to that save that I just did. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep an eye on this. It looks like it is going to take about 35 minutes. I'm going to do that, and then once that's done, I'll be back, and we will see where we're at. I'll see you then. Alright guys, so I learned a couple things. I have turned around to Novice. I got about halfway there and realized that with the ion stream that I have, there's no way I'm going to make it. So I'm going to have to add some more ion stream tanks, which is totally fine. So I'm going to do that like this. I probably will add 4 more, and I'm going to make sure that they're all full. So I think on average I was using about 1,000 ion stream a minute based off of very, very rough calculations. And I just didn't have enough. So we're going to turn around. I'm not going to reload the save because I've been working on a few things back in Novice Orbit. I've been working on getting some solar set up here so that we can be working towards greater solar capacity here. And I am at some point definitely going to be getting some solar down in the Calidus orbit for en masse, basically, right? Because it's so good here. The multiplier is 1500% versus 400%, so it's literally about 3 times better. So one panel here gets you 12 megawatts, and in novice orbit, one panel gets you 7.5. Is that correct? I think so. This has a max of 12. Yeah. So 12 megawatts there versus a total of 7. Okay, it's actually not so much better than I was thinking for some reason. So maybe I won't. I don't know. But I'm greatly increasing the production here of the flat panels, basically, so that we can expand our giant power grid, so that we can actually power these. These things take a lot of energy. Another thing that I noticed is that this is still at 9,700 degrees Celsius, so this definitely can last a pretty long time before it runs out. So I'm not worried at all about running out of power. It just kind of sucks that this is here in the middle and is just taking up so much room. Besides that, it's cool. So basically the biggest problem was the ion stream. One other thing I learned is that these shield projectors are way better than the laser turrets, and when we're traveling super fast, you can see that some of these walls actually got damaged here because we were going so quickly that the lasers could not keep up with it. So I slapped these shield projectors down, and they have been doing an awesome job. So I'm going to replace these laser turrets over here because I can power them for sure. I'm going to replace these laser turrets over here with another shield projector, and I might keep the lasers around still just because, but I definitely can fit one more of these over here. This thing I can move to like here, and you know, it'll be all fine and dandy. So overall, I know this is kind of like a weird episode, not much happened, but I am happy with the build that we've got. I'm happy with the amount of storage that we're going to have. I still got to figure out exactly how we're going to get these things on and off. I'm going to have to mess with the walls over here and like probably put them throughout the ship just to increase the stability, you know, throughout the ship and be able to get resources in and out. That said, though, I am really, really happy with what I came up with. It's kind of an unattractive ship, but I think it's going to be functional for what we needed to do. And really, at this point, that's all that I care about. Now, getting out there, I can't believe that it takes a half hour. Like, that is pretty insane. So what I'm going to do in between episodes is I'll head out there with just a few modifications, basically getting the shield projector put in, fixing up the front a little bit, and I think that's about it. Making sure that we have enough ion stream for sure. And then from there, once we're out there, I will, in the next episode, we'll be able to work on getting Naquitite all hooked up and ready to go. And from there, we'll be en route to starting some of the last science packs that we have. So we're getting there. So thank you guys for watching today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really supports me. And I will see you all next time.